Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love. Love of the journey, love of the soul group that are most definitely helping us back into our divine unions. And so I do divine love healing. I connect to your souls and get you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. It could be anything from blocks to cutting contracts to analogies of where your energies are at to past lives to anything that your soul wants you to know at the time to help you put on your golden path. So I'm doing packages. If you buy three, sorry, if you get two, if you buy two, you get three. If you buy three, you get four. If you buy four, you get five. Blah blah blah. You get an extra one. And so if you buy 8, you get 10, because I do 2 extra free ones for the infinity. So and so also I do Divine Love Crystal Grid, which uses Holy Fire Reiki. You receive pieces of rose quartz, and when you meditate with the rose quartz and have the intent to send unconditional love, it basically grounds the energies of as above so below, brings spirituality into your reality, and brings physical into matter. And so this is why today, so the first message for today was all about saying about how much our basically higher selves are working together to get these messages out. And also in the healing, there's always something very specific that is given as a sign, right? That spirit want you, or your higher self wants you to know this is definitely coming from you and your twin. So as soon as I load the message, and thank you for the birthday messages, I get this sent to me from a lady. So she says, just as I was watching your video, this came up for me on Facebook, which is Will Smith talking about fear. Now, when I started to play it, it honestly made me, again, burst out into tears, because he's talking about doing a skydive. And the fact that you just have to, and he talks about the first thing is he says about a boy and a girl and about when they fancy each other and, you know, the boy just ignores them and all that sort of stuff. But then he starts talking about his skydive. Now, the reason why that is so specific is because I have done a skydive. And so I know exactly what he's talking about. And also, not only that, but when I first started this journey and I went to the London School of Psychics and I did a psychic course. Basically, I did lots of different courses. But on one of them, I guess when you first start to trust your intuition, is that I was doing a role play with this guy. And I felt that feeling of jumping out of the sky, of the aeroplane again. And so I said to him, well, I've got this feeling that you're about to go to, I've got the feeling of jumping out of an aeroplane, but you're about to make a massive change in your life and you have to go for it, because it might feel really scary, but it's going to be the most exhilarating thing that you're ever going to do. Now, of course, I was still learning to trust my intuition, which is, again, relates back to the first message from today. But I said to him, I have to tell you this because this is what I'm experiencing. and I've done a skydive, so I know what it's like. So I also know what I mean. And he said to me, well, you see, I'm just about to make a decision about taking a job, which means leaving to go to a different country. And so for me, that is exactly how I feel. And I was like, oh my God, well, you have to do it then, because when you take that leap of faith and you jump out of that aeroplane, then you'll never, ever look back. So you see how amazing spirit works and how our higher selves work. That lady had, when she sent me this, she had absolutely no idea that I'd done a skydive, and how that skydiving story is also so intrinsic to me trusting in my guidance and going on this path, right? That was quite a few years ago when I started doing shamanic healing and doing lots of different courses. And that role play that I did with that guy, it was so specific because I instantly got that feeling of jumping out of the plane. And that's why this is so key, because the message all about today is about just, fear is adrenaline. Fear is good. Fear drives you, right? If we didn't have fear, in a way, it would be a boring life. But you have to push on through the fear, right? So it's about feeling the fear, embracing it, and then moving forward through it, right? Because actually that adrenaline is what really, really kind of like makes us have a buzz, right? That's why you have adrenaline junkies. That's why my twin is off in the mountains doing extreme skiing off like helicopters and all that stuff, whatever he's doing. So the other thing is, when I scroll down, look at this. Again, you can't make this stuff up, right? This is goddess, right? So standing in your true goddess power, and look, it's got a gold star. So, oh my God. And it's got 22 videos. Oh my God. So this is the message, right? The message is, be your own goddess. Know that you have the strength of your divine twin always with you. They're everywhere. They're always there. Look, in every single message that comes through, there is the stamp of your twin flame with them, right? 22 is the sign of the beloved. There's a gold star. There's even a cat. Oh my God, it's a black cat. The black cat crosses your path. It is good luck, right? So that is, I mean, can you make this stuff up? I mean, seriously, that is the message, right? Feel into your fear and do it anyway. Know that whatever you're doing with your energy and whatever you're doing, they are vibing off that, right? You vibe off each other. That reminds me, I'm walking down to the post office. I go past the pub that I met my twin in. Outside, there's a massive sign on the advertisement board for the pub, and it says vibes, right? So I was like, are you joking? There's also a sticker on the outside of the pub now that is a piece of cheese in angel wings with a saint above it, right? So you know what? It's just going to be an amazing, amazing journey. The more that you can take that leap of faith, the more that you can just embrace the fear and do it anyway, the more your life is going to open up for you in every single way. Look at his arms. This is how wide your life can be, right? If you don't shut yourself down in fear. And that's all that we're here to do. So listen, live a big life. Fight the fear, feel the fear, sorry, and do it anyway. All right, I'm going to put the link to this video in because, again, it is amazing. And if anyone, I would recommend doing a tandem jump to anyone. And this, I did mine in New Zealand. It's a tandem jump, so I'm strapped to the guy, which is hilarious because I'm turning around to talk to him. I keep trying, and because we're strapped to each other, I'm kissing him. It turns out we are from the same hometown in England, right? So what are the chances of that, right? So I'm in New Zealand in the middle of nowhere in a tiny plane going up to 14,000 feet, strapped to a guy that turns out he's from the same hometown as me, went to the same sixth form college. So there you go. That's what I mean. Expect the unexpected, feel the fear and jump out of that plane. Not literally. All right, but I hope that helps. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye.